Hey all, I've just been watching a video and then I realised I needed to tell you something about my council tax summons. I had a summons to go to court, sent the summons back, no contract, no consent. The invitation to go and do business in their domain was rejected. When you see a summons come, you think it's important and you think that you must attend. I was invited. Under this video I will put a link, a copy of the enforcement notice I've now got from the council saying that it was 12 weeks, 3 months after I sent the summons back, and I asked them to put the liability of who it was, who was saying I owed this money. It was addressed to the section 151 chief financial officer of the corporate council, aka the cartel, that was forcing me to go to court and then obviously make demands upon me. If I'd have gone to court and I'd have contracted, then it would have been a world of pain. I didn't go to court. I sent the summons back. A conditional acceptance was made and I asked for various proofs within that letter and conditional acceptance. They couldn't answer that, so the summons went away. Now the summons gone away. They've made a demand and said if you don't pay it by December 25th, then the boys are coming around, the gangsters and bullies. We can deal with them. I'm an expert in that field. We'll deal with that under trespass. We'll deal with that under the borderline rule. We'll deal with that by giving them a call and asking them what court's given them authority, what warrant they've got, if they've got a judge's name on there, if it's signed in wet ink, if they've got a physical copy of it. It's all good fun, but these are the ways. Once I show you what happens and what's coming from it, then you can also do the same. The only thing is, you need to think about it very, very carefully, and you need to evaluate everything, and you need to be 100% sure, and you need to learn everything. We can't do all this for you. I can't do all this for you. I can only show you the ways of which you can lawfully argue when somebody says you owe them money and you must pay it, otherwise you're going to be in trouble. This isn't life. This isn't the way we were meant to live. This isn't the way we make our laws to be governed by. We don't make a law that stops us doing something, and if it's lawful and we're allowed to do it, then do it. And if someone says you need a license, then say why. If it's lawful and you can do it, then do it. And if they say, well, we're going to say otherwise, then let them say otherwise. Someone's going to say that the City Corporate Finance Act applies to you and you must pay this money to this big group of people, and you think you must pay this money, then pay it. Or ask the question. Remain in honour. When somebody writes to you and makes a demand, they're not writing to you, number one. They're writing to somebody else. Number two, it's an offer. When you get this offer, what you must do is this. You must not accept it. You've handled it incorrectly. Reject it. You've handled it incorrectly. Argue it. You've handled it incorrectly. What you should do is make a conditional offer of acceptance. Then you decide that's remaining in honour. This is contract law. Then you decide on how you want to argue this. Normally, and namely, I would say authority. Before arguing the subject matter and the financial, amount that they say they may owe, you can question things like that pound mark there in front of that £3,500. What does that symbolise? What does that symbolise? Have a think about it. What does that pound or that dollar symbolise? It used to symbol gold or silver. Now there is no gold or silver. That pound means what? Pounds of what? Promissory notes, flesh, pounds of flesh, more like. It's what you haven't discovered. So you would argue not the subject matter, not the amount, the authority, the jurisdiction, the capacity of which they operate in, the validity of their claims. If they are a corporation or a dead entity, can they actually take you to court? You need a person, a name, not a fiction, not a head of. A person, liability. It's all very simple now for me, and I've got all the time to help people and make these videos and just like recap in 4 minutes 24. A lot's going to happen this year, I promise you, but for the time being we need to handle these little basics and get these things out there. So I just thought I'd give people this as a status update for non-payment of council tax and the repercussions for non-payment of council tax after making a conditional offer, drawing upon my constitutional inherent birthrights, and also asking for proof of said things, and then sending the summons back as you should do, with no contract, no consent. There was no UCC used, there was no Magna Carta used, but these are all other things which can be added to it. Depends on which capacity you're in. If you have invoked Article 61 from the 1216 Magna Carta, then you can handle it a lot different way. You can do many things. So enjoy the ride, and yeah, this is just a quick simple update and an official announcement as to, you know, I should have paid it on the 25th. I haven't. The boys will be coming round now. There'll be more warrants and liability orders issued. I will maybe put counterclaims in, or maybe I will just question the validity, go for the jugular and cease and desist, verbal orders, treason, things like that. Fraudulent claims. Remember, if anything is sent through the post, here's another one. We send things, notices, when I communicate, non-domestic post, signed for, recorded, yes, not just a stamp and through the letterbox. If you received official statutory instruments or instruments, you know, notices, summonses, notifications of liability orders, things like that, and it just comes with a normal letter, no signature, no special delivery, a normal stamp sent through. Even administrative court ones, you know, the ones that come from the bulk handling centre, business court centre. You shouldn't do that. It's prohibited to send instruments and misleading documents which financially cripple people and mislead people in the domestic post. So if that's happened to you, boom, shanker straight away. Failure, epic. Power to the people. A lot's going down. I just wanted to give you a quick update. Leave it short and sweet. Alright, happy 2017, happy new year. In a bizzle, peace, love and light, sovereigns.